a haunting drive to hope. Snow had started falling, and I muttered under my breath as I sat in my sister's driveway, waiting. It was our annual Christmas trip to our grandparents' cabin in Hope, Alaska, and I was supposed to drive her since her license had been suspended. The drive was usually uneventful, but this time something strange was waiting for us on the road. When my sister finally got into the car, the tension between us was palpable. Years of arguments had left our relationship distant, and the awkward silence quickly filled the car as we drove through the snowy wilderness. The road ahead was a thick sheet of white, and the cabin, tucked away 5 miles off the main road, was the only thing on my mind. As we neared the turnoff, my sister casually lit a blunt and offered me a hit. I declined, focusing on the snow-covered path ahead. We were almost there when my sister suddenly shouted, jolting me out of my thoughts. A reindeer stood in the middle of the road, staring blankly into our headlights. Panicked, I swerved, narrowly avoiding the creature as we veered off the road. We were stuck. I got out to check the tires, only to hear my sister yelp. I looked up just in time to see the reindeer standing on its hind legs, towering above the car in an unnatural, almost human-like posture. Before I could react, it let out a horrifying scream that echoed through the trees. The sound was metallic, like nails on a chalkboard. We scrambled back into the car as the creature charged, shattering one of the headlights. Our tires spun helplessly in the snow, and the creature circled the car, scraping its antlers against the windows. Just when I thought it was over, the thing disappeared into the trees. Relief washed over us as we called our dad for help. But before we could calm down, we heard something else, a little girl's voice crying for help from outside the car. My sister moved to open the door, but I stopped her. Something felt off. The voice had an eerie, repetitive quality, like it was playing on a loop. And then I saw it. A face peering through the window. It wasn't a little girl. It was the reindeer, or whatever it was, mimicking the voice with grotesque mouths on its neck. Just as I thought it was going to attack again, our dad's headlights appeared in the distance, scaring it off into the woods. That night, my sister and I researched what we had seen, coming across stories of skinwalkers, beings that mimic voices to lure people into the wilderness. We never made the trip to Hope again, but something good did come out of that night. For the first time in years, my sister and I found ourselves closer than ever.